This means, right? This means that I have proof of audio recording back on April 24, 2021. My uncle and I had correspondence. We had conversation. We have an agreement. And when I had the following weekend, got my trailer moved up there so that I'd have a place to stay while I was working at the property, preparing the home to live in. My uncle met me at the property of 383 North and Portland Road, North Anson, Maine. He was there. Timmy, his nephew, came across the street, which I've always known Philip to be my uncle since I was a little girl. Okay, so Philip was there. Timmy was there. Timmy asked, and my uncle even told him. Agreement. $50,000 is what I was paying for my home. Not that it's any of your fucking business. But the fact is that we had an agreement. Okay? And he even told Somerset County Sheriff's Department when they decided to show up. They came up onto the property. Came around the back. Why'd he come around the back? He should just, I don't know. But anyways, that's just more of the story. Okay, so he came around the back of the house and he's seen us all out there. He called Philip out. I could hear him talking to Philip and he was starting to get rowdy with him. So I went around to see what was happening. Timmy followed with me. The cop was asking Philip if he was staying in the home and what he was doing there. And I told him, no, he doesn't stay here. I'm buying the house. Philip told him I'm his niece and that I was buying the house. Okay, so the deputy had tried to confirm with the probation officer, Jackie, out of Waterville, that did not contact him back, did not contact the deputy back, so the deputy said he'd be on his way and he was sorry for bothering us and have a nice day. Thank you. He left. There's the witnesses for May 2nd, listed and named. Timmy Dickey, myself, the deputy, and who else? Philip Dickey. All right, so noting that I've been there that whole time, my mail was going there, I'm living there, my business registry is to there through the state because the town office in Anson refused to enter my business registry, which I have the right, and they refused. So that is a what? Federal issue, okay? You can't be heard on a federal issue on a state level, all right? So that's why I file in federal court, is because these state officials have committed federal crimes and they need to be brought to light. And when I say federal and city and state, I mean anybody that works for the town of, the county of, or the state of, being the government officials for the state of Maine. So again, you hear the voicemail. I've got them. I've also got paperwork. I also have proof that my mail was still delivered and picked up by my house sitter. I also have proof that my chickens were stolen. I also have proof that nobody contacted me. I also have a witness to provide information that I was not contacted and that it was told to witnesses that I didn't live there by the town officials. The town officials told witnesses that I didn't live in my home. Okay? So there's even more premeditated, organized crime to be proven in court. But it's enough incident and enough information, enough proof of fact into all of the call log, history, photos, video, audio recordings is all enough proof of fact, and even more so for an investigation. And it seems how we can't have the state investigate their own, because you see Internal Affairs and Somerset County Sheriff's Department, they've been noted in the news to have lawsuits against them from Portland Press as well as Bangor Daily News. And why is that? Because of transparency issue. Look it up on Google. You're going to find the news. I know you all don't believe me. So I'm giving you the information. Take it and use it. Okay? Use it. Do something with it. Look it up yourself. But the fact is that I'm not the only one that has filed. But I am the only one with courage enough to come forward and fight for all of you while you're all out here still talking shit about me. That's okay too. It entertains me. It also entertains the rest of us that know me, okay? So, again, I'm very happy to say that I have all the proof and evidence that the home that I lived in was condemned. It shouldn't have been, okay? There's witnesses to that. Then you've got people that claim to be Good Samaritans and volunteers, okay, that had been at my home that work for the town of Anson in the state of Maine and are licensed contractors. I also have proof from CMP that the home, if they weren't going to be able to service that home because it was in that bad of condition, they wouldn't have run power to it. They tried that for 60 days when I first got there. I waited 60 days to get power because they didn't want to run power. So this goes back to CMP. We're going to call them today too. Because you see, CMP obviously gave me a hard time about getting power. They kept on telling me I couldn't get power because I needed to get a new power pole. Well, 60 days later, when I insisted, because the same person who sent the videos, Gordon Obert, sent the videos of my home burning, is the same one that insisted that I call CMP and get power in the second opinion. Because him being a fireman for all these years, a firefighter on the Anson Fire Department, he's the one that told me the barn was fit because he's the one that did the work to enclose for the chickens. Okay, knowing that I was coming back once I found my daughter and I would be doing more work, right? So he was there. He's the one that worked on the barn. So if they condemn my barn, then that goes to show you what kind of character he is, right? Also, the United States Postal Carrier, Pete from North Anson, he had been in my home for a lengthy period of time. He knew there was nothing wrong with it. So he's another witness that has to come forward. And where is the petition for the Elam Mansion? I gave that copy to Pete. He's the United States Postal Service carrier, okay? I don't know if he's a postmaster or what he is, but he came to my house twice. All right? So he knew, and it was just a couple weeks before I went looking for my daughter. Because he had taken a copy of the petition and he never gave it back to me before the town meeting, and I still haven't gotten it. And I still haven't gotten any answers as to where that petition is. So Pete, being from the Bingham area, I don't even know his last name, but he's the one that corresponded with me. He'd back his truck in like he knew me. Gray F-150. He's tall, slender guy with glasses. Anybody know Pete from the Postal Service for Somerset County? If you do, come forward and let me know, okay? Also, the guy, I believe his name is Roger, they try to cover for him and get me to be okay with the fact that he purposely did some frivolous acts. So I'm bringing him back into it. Due to the fact that he's the one that does the mail route, he knew, obviously, that he did purposely in big black letters. Now, there's another witness. The people that sent the mail from Florida, and I've got copies of videos and audio recording of me complaining about it, as well as email writing, okay? So everybody knows about it. There was a package about this big that was put in my mailbox, and it was numbered 382. He looked at it, he looked at my house like he was looking through my window at me, looking at him, pulled the mailbox down, and he put the package in and he waved as he rode off. Now, I told everybody about it, and it was on audio record, and it still is. And knowing that it is a federal crime for whoever deleted the YouTube, that was my evidence. So when you proof of evidence, when they deleted that, that was part of the organized conspired crime. Now, y'all think I'm fucking stupid, but I'm not. I divorced Sidney Crossan a long time ago, okay? So, I am in no way stupid or retarded. I'm a whole lot more advanced than most of you. How about that? Because a lot of you that are listening to what I say, you're laughing and bullshit, but a couple of, you always laugh and you always talk shit about me, but then y'all are coming back and saying, wow, you were right. 3 or 4 weeks. months or even years later. But the fact is, you know I'm not talking shit. You know it's all fact and truth, with proof to back it up. So, there you go. There's a little summary on North Anson, Maine, and a clue on who's involved in the lawsuits. Have a great day.